Safeena, Rangooni, Lakdawala. You've been in Dubai for the past 4 years, and you're now the senior manager with an investment advising and consulting company. What do you do exactly?
Investment Boutique is a real estate advisory firm. We've traditionally been advising real estate developers, funds, banks on their investments. Since the beginning of this year, we've taken a focus on research in the real estate sector, because that's what's been lacking in the market since the last couple of years, wherein anything you did, any sort of research you put out was valuable for the market, just to get just to tick in the box for the bank to give you finance. No one really read the research, so the standards of research was not up to the mark, I'd say. This year, Investment Boutique has decided to increase or better the standards of research that are put into the market, and that's what I'm really doing in Investment Boutique, setting up the research division, trying to see how we can get better information out to the market, creating a transaction database, a data consortium wherein we're getting developers, banks, mortgage brokers, real estate agents to provide us their information on a monthly basis, so that we can really say if prices in Dubai Marina have fallen by 40% since peak, and we can be sure of that information. We're also doing things like conducting very detailed supply and demand analysis. Supply analysis, actually going to the sites where the projects are going on and monitoring them over a couple of weeks and seeing what sort of progress is going on, so that we can predict or estimate when projects would complete, when they would be handed over. On the demand side, we're looking at not just population growth, we're looking at how oil prices affect demand, we're looking at how unrest in Pakistan or Iran affects demand, we're looking at things like we're running regressions, we're running linear programming linear programming problems, and we're trying to really do a very technical analysis of the market, so that we can say that there's a demand for X number of units in 2012, but X plus 10,000 units are coming on by then, and so just stop building, or whatever the conclusion comes out to be.
You just mentioned about unrest in Pakistan or Iran. Would that increase demand in Dubai, for example, or reduce it?
It would have an impact on it would increase demand, simply given the fact that these people need somewhere else, need a safe haven. If you consider what's happened across the region, when you saw the Iraq war, prices in Jordan went up. The Lebanon war, prices in Syria went up. It's just those things that affect. If something's happening in Iran or Pakistan, they're going to run back to somewhere safe, someplace like Dubai, which I'm referring to people who live there, who are very high income, who have the money to buy a few hundred units maybe in Dubai. That they've got the money, they've got the businesses, but they're just not safe there. They want to be able to have some place where they can come back to. And I mean, the visa issues hindering those sort of people. But in spite of that, when you see some new blasts in Pakistan, has a repercussion on prices in Dubai. And if a war was to happen in Iran, or for sure prices in Dubai would go up.
Although there could also be the negative effect for the entire region, because a lot of people in Europe, and especially the United States, sort of don't appreciate the differences among the countries, and kind of treat the entire region as dangerous. We'll stay away from it.
Right. I mean, throughout my conversation, I didn't refer to the demand that you see from the Western countries at all. I'm still referring to the demand that you see from Asia and the rest of the region, because that's really what I would call sustainable demand. Because if you see, for example, there's over 80% of the labor force in Dubai is composed of Asians. A large proportion would be laborers, but still there's a substantial group of people from India, Pakistan, the countries like Hong Kong, Japan, and the Southeast Asian countries, and there's very real demand from these places, especially the developing countries. Like for example, India. I mean, the infrastructure is not in a very good state, though the country is really growing, and there's just so much happening there. And the recessions had a very minimal impact on places like India and China, but still, for a better standard of living, for a better standard of the sort of unit you live in, the sort of restaurants you go to, people would like to come to Dubai and make Dubai home. And I mean, if the government can encourage, or like I mentioned before, the visas a deterrent. A few days back, I think there was a travel commission from India who's made representations to the government that I'm not sure of the numbers, but they've assured that tourism in Dubai can grow by 20% every year if they put India in the list of countries where you get a visa on arrival. So I mean, that's substantial. A 20% increase by just from one country, that's saying something, which means that these components have an impact on prices in Dubai, jobs in Dubai, the number of large companies coming in. Dubai is a hub for the growing Africa region, the growing Asia region.